What's going on? It's Evan. I'm the founder of Coconut Cleaning. We are a rapid growing franchisor for carpet and tile cleaning. On today's episode, we are giving you a little glimpse into our training process for our 9th franchise location. We have a husband and wife team that is starting today, and they are going to experience over the next month how to do all things entrepreneurial, how to run a coconut cleaning franchise, and how they can go into their respective state and dominate. So if you're interested in franchising, if you're interested in starting a business that gives you the highest probability of success, click the link below and we will see you on the call. Just remind you of our mission, to leave everyone and everything better than we found it. We provide the most premium methods of cleaning to give everyone a cleaner, happier, and healthier home. Believe it or not, there's been a lot of time that's gone into that mission statement, and I hate that McDonald's is a foundational study to the idea of what most people want, and it's just happiness. And so it's taking our field and what in our field allows people to feel better, cleaner, happier. It's the services that we provide, and so it's just that consistent reminder. And so I tell the people here, wherever room you're in, I'm really big on hey, tuck in the chair, leave everything better than you found it. Not leave no trace, because I don't know if you did scouts. Did you do scouts? Yeah. Leave no trace, right? So I don't leave no trace for business, because you want to leave an impact, and primarily I want to leave everyone better than we found them. Sometimes it's gonna feel like busy work, but volume, like I said, and repetition is extremely important in this. And so I would say between 7 and 8, you guys can have the autonomy, whether you want to just walk out with the technicians, watch what they're doing, be in here as you're watching chemical distribution, talk with the managers over in the office to see how, hey, we're going through the voicemails that came in last night for the cancels and reschedules. So here's how we're changing the routes. Here's this person's entire route fell apart. Here's how we're putting this together. Nothing's hidden from you guys anymore. We can now talk margins. We can now talk everything. And that's what I want to get into. One of the most important things is everything's my fault. Everything. Over the last 8 years, every time I walk into a room and not gonna lie, the Christmas stuff was still up from this party 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago. And I was these guys, I don't have bins that I've bought that I've said this is where the Christmas stuff goes, and I don't have a spot in the storage that I've said this is where the Christmas stuff goes. And then I went to some of the managers, I'm hey, why haven't we put this back? They're we don't know where it goes. I'm rather than getting mad, what are these guys doing? It's been 3 weeks, why is the Christmas stuff still up? The owner hat came on, it's this is my fault. And the other part of the owner hat is that when you do have those things in play, it's enforcing them and holding people accountable to them. So I think when I found out 3 months ago, we were at 80% retention of sold customers that ended up getting serviced. Now that I paid attention to it and I said, here's the lead nurture plan for every lead or every sale that closes beyond 72 hours of service. You're gonna send them a text. You're gonna send them this video of me saying, hey, your service is in 5 days. We're so excited to take care of you. Here's what your technician's gonna do. Also, ask about the Coconut Club, whatever. Little stuff like that. We've increased by 12%. We do 24,000 jobs per year. So I just added $1.8 million. We'll now add in revenue because I added a few text messages of just telling the people, hi, we're excited to see you in 3 weeks.
Have 3 people all focused in on how are we going to make this the best thing possible.
One of the common pitfalls in entrepreneurship, especially early on, is hey, we have no work to do. We need to go out and do sales. And then the sales start coming in and you're forget the sales. We got to do the work. And then you're oh crap, we have no more work. Back to sales, and you're back and forth. And so you have this roller coaster of money. and you can't get off of it once it starts swaying too big up and down. That owner thought of, what is the highest value for the company at this stage, not today, but at this stage that we're at, and that will set you up for the next 60, 90 days of what you're doing this week.
2 weeks ago, when I was told that the customer who we ruined their entire wood floor, that the insurance was only covering $26,000 of the $14,000, and so we're going to pay the $14,000, and then our premium went up $30,000. So I'm like, and they're obviously going to collect that every year, year over year. In that same conversation, that one tech got in a little fender bender back here, he backed into another van, and I was like, okay. Got it. Problems. You know, I might have kicked myself in my office, but like to them, I'm just like, okay, cool, let's do it. If that's what it was, that's what insurance is paying, and we need to pay the 14, let's pay the 14. We are, you know, we just lost $30,000 a year because our premium just went up, but that's what it is. Earn 150 to 350,000, it's not good enough anymore for the lifestyle they were living 10 years ago. Right. And so as I was thinking about it last night, I'm like, hey, I just want to share it. Like even with the base, the flat pay, like there isn't anyone here at Phoenix that I've allowed to make a flat pay for more than 90 days. Yeah. I care about you guys, and I just want you guys to be successful. And all the upfront conversation is great, but the intentional rechecking in every 60, 90, 120 days, making sure everyone's on the same page is where it's at.
Instead of the first of the month be like, okay, we're at 0 and we've got to do X amount of jobs to cover our overhead and our payroll, the club is like, no, you've already got that covered. Like, you already know that all your overhead and all your stuff is covered. So when you get the opportunity to do a free job or discount something significantly, it's like, you don't even have to worry about it because the fear is not there because your overhead's already covered.
Yes.
And so that's what like really drew that business model to the front of my brain. Like, yeah, that makes the most sense. Is why would you want to start a business every month at 0 when you could start a business and say, okay, well, we know we're guaranteed, you know, at the beginning $300 this month, and then, you know, by the next month it's 700 or whatever, and it just grows.
And you're at $5 million, and on the first of the month you bill $112,000 on the first of the month.
Exactly.
And your fixed costs are at $56,000.
Right.
And I'm like, I just made money. I don't have to operate.
Yeah, I'm done, and like everything else is now just profit essentially.
Yes.
Customer doesn't want to believe that, hey, my dog's peeing in the room and everything else like that. I'll get down and smell it. I'm like, stick my nose in it, which is weird, but also I'm like, yes, that's your.
The first time you did it, I wanted to be like, get up. Get up. This lady's looking at you. And she just ate it up, and I'm like, that worked.
Like they almost never say no after I get down and smell it.
Yes, it is.
No, I would never. I would never do that. But.
He has this, and he has the restaurant rag, but it shows a great contrast. So he's going to put that down, acts as a filter, and you're going to want to focus on this area of the towel when he pulls it off.
Start right here.
And we just had our trash like
Put it over there. Obviously, I show the customer, hey, as you can see, it's nice and clean. The crazy thing is, you can hear how strong my customers are right now. Now watch after I go over this a few times. As you can hear, my suction disappeared. So that just goes to show you that's everything that's in there. But let me just give you a quick visual. So what I do is I just kind of show you, spray it out, and you can see this is all the dead skin cells and everything else that you're sitting on and reactivating every time you sit on your couch and bringing it back up into the air.
Yeah.
So this one's not as thick compared to this one. So we can do both of them. They have a little bit better black rags. This is just the one that we have.
Yeah.
So sometimes it works even better. Just goes to show you, and then it freaks the customers out, but I'm just like, yeah, this is everything that you're sitting on and everything else that you're breathing in every time you sit on the couch. When a customer sees that they're sitting on that, there's no way I'm sitting on all that. You know, they're just absolutely disgusted by it. They're like, okay, how much is it to do this? I have probably a 90% close rate if I ever do a demo. Whatever it is to get it done, I will still land that couch. But that's just to give you a good visual, so it's good. It's a good investment for you.
Yeah.
And then it's just like this is what actually sells the couch, right?
It's never letting your guard down around the standards that got you in the position to have the team that you have. And then when you always enforce those standards and then you hold people to it, then you're going to start having something special. If you got this far, I just wanted to say thank you so much for watching part 1 of this series. Part 2 comes out in a week. So if you want to stay tuned with what we have going on, like and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next episode.